It's the Jill of all trades, Michelle C, aka DJ Make a Move. She cute. Your host of Kandid Kisses TV, everywhere you need to be. And if you don't know by now, it's not your typical interview, y'all.
Kandid Kisses blown away. Kandid Kisses TV for tomorrow today. Man, throw that auto-tune on that bitch. Have me sound like Teddy Payne.
Hi there, this is Kim Cole, and you are rocking with Kandid Kisses TV.
It's your boy Talent, baby. Michelle and Kandid Kisses TV. With my girl Michelle C. Don't take it personal.
Yo, what's up? It's bruh man from the fifth floor. In the ATL, chilling with Kandid Kisses TV.
What's up, y'all? You're watching Kandid Kisses TV. With my homegirl, Michelle.
Hello there. Have you asked yourself what you're missing? I have. It's Kandid Kisses TV.
What up, what up, what up? It's Michelle C, aka DJ Make a Move, the Jill of all trades. Now, you know what we do each and every day. Lean in closely. Go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and comment, subscribe, share with your mama and them, and act like your mama don't raise you right. All right, I am bringing you another dope person in the world. First of all, most of y'all may know this lovely lady as a model, an actress, and she's also a content producer. First and foremost, she has been doing her thing for a long time, broadcasting, journalism, and she's affectionately known as Meg Scoop because she always has a scoop on the hot news and everything else that's trending. So give a round of applause for Miss Megan Thomas, aka Megan Scoop. Hey.
Thank you. That was like a bomb intro. Like, oh my gosh. I respect bomb intros because whenever I do them on my podcast, I make it a point to like research people. So it's very wonderful and lovely to see someone who is just like me wanting to do all the research. So thank you.
You are so welcome. Please let them know if they don't already know how to find you on social media, everything, all your handles.
Yes, go to Meg Scoop everywhere. Scoop like a scoop of ice cream. Because, you know, I got the scoop, like Michelle said, and I just like ice cream too. So,
oh. So we are definitely going to go ahead and get into it immediately. Okay. When did you know you wanted to get into the entertainment industry?
I want to say when I was like young, but like I always wanted to be on E! News. That was like my thing. Like, oh, I'm going to be on E! News one day. But then when I went to college, I was like, I kind of like looked at the kids that were in the communications department, like, man, that looks like so much fun. But I ended up going like the business route, just because I felt like entertainment wasn't a responsible like career. Like people who weren't talented did acting and, you know, entertainer stuff. Like if you were responsible and smart, you were a doctor or a lawyer or whatever, right? So I think when I started working, I had a finance and marketing background. When I started working in finance, I just was like, this is not for me. And then I interned at a radio station and I was like, oh, this is it. This is it. I'm supposed to be in this lane somewhere in here. So then I made the switch and then that was it. Like, I just knew I was supposed to be in entertainment after that and I never went back.
Okay. Now, when you said you went into the radio station, because you're from Atlanta or...
No. I'm actually from Kentucky, but I actually moved to Atlanta after college. So it was in Atlanta. It was V103.
Oh, baby, listen, that's my stomping ground. That's where I was from now. Yes. I turned 107.9. So I met Chris Lover and all of them. Then V103, I did makeup for 6 years for the morning show for V103. And then I also did board opping for them. So yeah, I know all them.
Wait, hold on. Wait, what year were you at V103? What year?
Shoot. Okay, so we stopped 2018. So it was on and off. So I know I was there from 2002 to 2004. Then I left there and started my own business. Then I got requested back and said, hey, we need you to do makeup for because I was just doing board op then. And then I came back in just as a makeup artist with my own brand. And I was just like, this is even better. I can get a check and still do my business. Cool.
Nice. Okay, yeah. I interned, what year was that? Like 2008. It was Frank and Wanda morning show though. It was I did.
makeup artist.
Okay, yeah, that's why I was like, what year were you there? I was only 2007. I'm sorry, 2007.
Okay, yeah. So see, we should have been cross paths.
Yes, girl. Yes.
Now, did you always have a passion for journalism? Because I know you said e-news first. So, like, was journalism always your first thing, and then you just kind of veered off to the business part?
Yes, like I wanted to do some level of hosting. And it's really funny. I have a funny story about that, but like, I wanted to do e-news, and then I ended up going the finance route, and then I veered back to entertainment. And I'll never forget, when I first moved to LA, I had an audition for e-news, and I was like, this is God answering my dreams. Like, I'm about to be on e-news. I auditioned, it went beautifully. And then I walked out and sat on a bench and was like, I don't want to work here. And it was just like, I didn't know what to do because that had been my dream. Right. And so then when I walked out, I was just like, and there's nothing wrong with it. It was just not what I thought it was going to be. So, I just had to sit outside on this bench. Like, what do I dream of now? Because it's not what I thought it was going to be. It's just, you read a script. It wasn't really, that type of journalism, like news, you don't really get to be as personable. You can't really show your personality fully. It's like, show your glimpses here and there, but you're here to read this stuff. And so I realized like, oh, I don't want to do that, but then what do I want to do? And so then that started my journey onto like, doing different hosting things to figure out what it is that I really wanted.
Oh, I get it. Cause it was too much structure. It's just like, I want to have, I'm good with structure, but I want some fun too.
Yeah, for sure.
I definitely understand that. All right. Now, if you could play the perfect role in any movie, TV series, or whatever, what kind of role would it be?
Oh, child, you know what? It would be, I always say this because I am an actress, but I don't really do a lot of acting because I prefer to play myself. But if y'all gonna hire me, if anybody out there in the world wants to hire me, I want to be like the friend of the main character. Like the funny, the like crazy wild friend who says anything. I don't want a main role. I don't want to be in every episode. I just want to do a little here and there. You see the best friend pop up with the good advice, but she's also going to tell you the truth. And she says some crazy stuff. That would be my ideal role.
Okay, so basically you.
Do you see why I don't act? Because I want to be myself.
I feel you.
I can't really be... Can't be nobody else for real. I can just be myself.
Okay. Now, how did you get into the acting thing? Like, I know you want to be the best friend, but when you first started, how did you get into it?
Get into acting or entertainment?
Acting.
So when I moved I kind of started taking classes when I lived in Dallas. I went from Atlanta to Dallas to do syndicated radio, and then from there I moved to LA. And when I moved, I started taking classes in Dallas, like, okay, well, at least let me see, like, can I act? And then I moved to LA, and I was like, okay, everyone, when they move to LA does some sort of acting, something. So I started doing, just different roles, background, different stuff, just to try to understand what the industry was about. And so, I did a lot of, I think, you start off doing background, and then somebody's shooting a short film over here that and they're like, hey, can you do this for free, of course? So you go do that. Because it's to build your resume, to build your reel, to build just your confidence on camera. I took a lot of classes too, as well, because I am a student. I love studying and researching and learning. So I took a lot of classes. I'm right there. It costs a lot of money. But I did all that too. And then from there, it just kind of, so now, I act as I need to, if I need to get into them.
Listen, I mean, I'm behind the scenes for the most part. I've always been, so I definitely understand. But like the entertainment field, no matter what I do, I always find myself in some kind of entertainment. I'm like, you know what? If I'm gonna do it, try everything.
Right. Why not? Because you never know. You never know.
Absolutely. All right. Now, normally, we talk strictly about business, but I like to get to know the person, like their likes and, who they rocking with. So who is your favorite singer and rapper and why?
Ooh, my favorite singer, hands down, Stevie Wonder. I love me some Stevie Wonder. I would want him to sing at my wedding. I have days where I just listen to Stevie Wonder, like just go through the catalog. Close second, Kim Burrell. Love her.
I got to meet her. Listen.
Oh my gosh, you did? Well, is she nice? Because everybody says she's mean in person.
I don't know. Listen. Okay, so I was blessed to be able to do the Stella Awards this past weekend, and the lady next to one of the makeup artists is doing her makeup, and they were, different artists are coming in, getting makeup and grooming or whatever, and this guy kept coming in with this like real deep voice, and like every time you hear his voice, you're like, who is that? Like that? Hit him up. Now Stellar is a gospel awards,
right.
Burrell over there cutting them, like she was like, who bringing in the bass? Who where he at? Because I need him. I was like, okay. And she was like, I know I'm saved, but I like a good barrel tone voice. Like she had me baby, I was tickled. Every time that man said something, because he was one of those, like those voice, everything could be going on. And
right.
He'd be like, hey, how y'all do? He'd be like, well, who is that? Like we in the middle of doing makeup and he'll say something. She'd be like, there he is. Where? Let me see him. Let me shoot the girl doing her makeup. She was like, stop. I need to see who that is. So yes, Kim Burrell is very nice, very hilarious, if I might say so myself. She's a fool with it. So it was great.
Okay. That's good to know. Yeah, so I love her. Her voice is just so unique, and so I love her too. Favorite rapper? Oh, there's so many. So I love Nas. I love me some Nas. Who else? Newer rapper? I don't know. I don't have any new rappers that I like. I don't like them as rappers. I like them as people, but let me see. Definitely the Fugees go down in history for me. Some of my favorites. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it right there.
Now we speaking of music, out of the versus battles thus far, which one was your favorite?
Well, because I am a 90s R&B guru, like that's all I listen to. I'm gonna have to say Monica and Brandy.
Yes, come on now. That's what I'm talking about. I had my little white sandals ready for that.
Yes, the church sandals. I just love, that whole time I was just singing everything. So that's why I loved it the most. Now, was it the most entertaining? Probably not, but it was for me the most like soulful. I was just singing the whole time.
I think the most entertaining, the one I saw was with Jonte and who was he with? It was Jonte Austin and
no, I know which one. I didn't watch that one, but I know which one you're talking about.
Well, and Jonte is cool. That's homie, but it was entertaining because it wasn't like you got to hear the whole song or whatever. Like you could just really see them enjoying their music and just having a ball. And T-Pain's his was bomb. I love that one too.
Yes.
If you had to create a versus that has not been done yet, who would you want to see?
Why you got to do me like this, Michelle? I don't know. Who would I want? I would definitely go. You know what? I would do. I would go old school.
Okay.
I just don't know. This is what I would do. The holograms of Michael Jackson versus Prince.
Okay.
I would do that.
That
we have the real ones, but that's like the ultimate versus battle. And because they are not with us anymore, I feel like if we had holograms, I think it would actually be cool. We could try that.
One that I'm hoping that becomes into fruition. Drew Hill versus Silk. If they do that, you can't tell me nothing. That is the one for me.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be good. Oh, I love it. Yes, I love it. I'm there for that.
And then another, one of my homies said it would be dope, and it would probably shut the internet down. But a Beyonce versus Rihanna, I was like, yo, that would shut the internet down.
It would, but you know what? I don't feel like I don't know. Okay, maybe it's just me because I love me some Beyonce. I have my critiques of her, but I just don't. I don't put them in the same boat. I'll say that. I don't put them in the same boat.
No, I love them both individually as artists. Now, I don't think it would be like, for me, I don't think I'll be excited to see it. I would just be excited to see it for the culture. Like, I wouldn't be rushing.
Oh, yeah.
I would rush to see Drew Hill and Silk. And if we could get a Jodeci in there or something, but who can battle Jodeci? That's the thing.
Wait, you don't think that Silk versus Jodeci would be a good one?
I do, but I don't know if it's fair. Because I feel like Jodeci is like the godfather of silk.
Oh, well, that's true. Okay. I see what you said. Yeah. That's true.
But I'm here for however they put it together. They need to put it together.
Yes. I like them. Those are good. Those are good choices.
Yes, we need to make that happen.
Okay.
Now, how did you stay motivated during the quarantine time with all this going on with COVID-19?
I think I actually enjoyed it. I will say that because it was probably the first time in my life where it was like, now you have to stop. You don't get a choice. You must stop. Because I'm so used, I've had a job since I was 14. So I'm used to like working, school, I'm used to doing multiple things at once, occupying my time. It's always been like that. So this was the first time it was like, no, there's no place to go. There's no one to see. There's literally, you just in the house.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so for that, like, it was inspiring because it was like, oh, now it's time to like enjoy life.
Yeah.
You work so hard for what? For what? Like, if you don't have time to enjoy the fruits of your labor, then what is the point? Right. And so this, during the pandemic, that kind of was like my motivating factor was like, okay, this is the first time you get to just spend time, enjoy your family. Like, I have now he's 2.5, but at the time he was like 18 months old. So, and I was coming out of postpartum anxiety. So like being able to just enjoy him, like that was new for me. And I'm like, okay, we'll go outside and play. We'll do whatever you want. I didn't have that before. And so I'm actually glad that we had that time where it was just peace and quiet and people could just really get back to themselves and their families.
Listen, if it didn't do it made me reevaluate everything that I was doing. Yeah. That's exactly what it is. And one thing I did, like you said, you appreciate having some downtime because same here. I've been working since I'm 14. I've never had a chance where I'm just going to wake up and say, I'm not doing anything today.
Right.
So what I could do, that was like, this is nice. So I definitely appreciated my downtime.
See, I liked it. Now, I also went to therapy because Lord knows you have that much time to think about your own self. You need it. So.
Yeah. And that's one thing a lot of people do not talk about. Like people like shy away from therapy. I think therapy is a great thing. I haven't got a chance to get into it yet, but I feel like the only reason I haven't done it is because I'm a therapist to most. So I feel like, what am I going to do it for? Everybody? But I'm not against it. I'm definitely going to sign up because, I don't have the person to vent to. When you're a makeup artist by trade, I'm a counselor by default, not because I want to be.
Right.
I got to hear, my cousin got shot. This person, I'm like, okay, what color eyeshadow you want, ma'am?
But you got to, you got to unload that because that's going to be heavy for you,
Yes, it is. I got my outlets, but that counseling ain't no joke. I'm definitely going to look into it just so I can have somebody to release too.
Yeah, it's very helpful.
What is the biggest challenge being a female in the industry, if there is any?
Oh, girl, yes. There's always a challenge, okay? When you're a woman, periods. Like, we can just stop there, and that's enough of an answer.
Right.
I think just the respect, because especially, I work around comedians. I work in the comedy field. So a lot of times, and I don't think men do it on purpose. I think sometimes they're conditioned to, because they're men, because they're supposed to be leaders, they're conditioned to not really listen to women. Like that's something they have to actively work at. At least my experience working around all men. And so one of the things is just the respect of like, I can do this too, or I can say this too, or I'm funny too. Because there's times where I've said jokes and nobody either heard it or they didn't laugh, but somebody else says the same thing and they laugh. Excuse me. So I think just the respect factor is important.
I feel you on that. Like I've been silly my whole life, but there are certain things, just like literally what you just said. I might be in class, I'll say something silly, but I'll keep it to myself because I've never been one of them that's just look at me type of person. But then you'll have somebody right next to you that is that person, literally say exactly what you just said, and everybody's laughing at them. You'd be like, I should punch your ass in the face, Nick. Like,
right.
Well, that was not your thought. Like, really? being
there's times where like legitimately guys will be like, oh, I didn't hear you say that. And I'm like, well, why didn't you hear me say that? I literally said that. And there will be people that are watching and they'll like, I'll see in the comments, they're like, yo, did you catch what Meg said? Like, that was so funny. But I realize now it's like, and this is so funny because I made fun of my dad for this. My dad, his hearing, he can't hear women. That's what the doctor said, because women's voices are like a little higher. And so he can't really hear that range anymore. And I was cracking up. I was like, Dad, I think most men have that issue. They tune out the higher registers of women and they're used to hearing the bass of a man's voice. So when women talk, they naturally just kind of tune them out. I was like, oh, well, Dad, like now there's a diagnosed real issue with this. I should have been knew this was a problem.
Well, now that we know the trick, we need to be like, hey, how you doing?
Right. But you know what? You see it with children. You see it with children too, especially little boys. Like, a woman teacher can say multiple things, but let a man teacher, they don't even know, say the same thing. They tend to listen a little bit more. And I think it has to do with the bass in a man's voice. We're just conditioned to like listen to it because that is, it's very interesting. I've tested it a few different times with children that I've worked around or worked with. And it seems like, why you listen to the man voice? You don't know him. Why you listen to him? You know me.
I'm gonna start trying to talk in my alto voice then.
Oh yes, I'm talking my bass. Hey, my name Marvin.
Hey, if it works, as long as you heard me, I just want to make sure you heard what I said.
Right.
Now, who is one entrepreneur you look up to in the industry?
Oprah, for sure. I always wanted to be like her because I loved how she could interview people and, she produced shows and, I learned a lot of my hosting stuff from her, just following her, reading about her, watching her shows. But also personally, my friend Kevon Stage, I'm very inspired by him, just to see what he's been able to accomplish. He's got his own app. He makes content. He is now like he's got a whole soundstage studio that he's built. And that to me is like, so impressive just to see where he's come from.
Mm-hmm. Super dope. Like out of your whole crew, that's the only one I haven't got a chance to talk to, but I did pay for his class. So I was like, I need all the notes. I need to know what I'm doing.
Yeah. That's dope. It's dope.
That is super dope. So now, what are some words of wisdom you would give any upcoming entertainer or entrepreneur?
I would say actually two things. First one, you are enough. I think sometimes we get into the comparison race and we're like, well, wait, that person sucks, but they're doing better than me. Or wait, why'd you get that? I'm not that bad. Why did I get it? It's easy to fall into that trap, especially when you're trying really hard. But I would say, you are enough, and what you bring to the table, somebody will appreciate that. You just have to keep encouraging yourself and keep reminding yourself like, okay, my time is coming. Their time came. Mine is coming. It's coming soon. So let me just focus on that and not worry about like what they got or how they got it. So that's first. Second, I would say be consistent. It's easy to just give up because they're like, things are not going the way I thought they would. I've done this for X amount of years and I'm not seeing, what I thought would happen. But the truth is, if you keep going, your dreams do come true. Now, we don't know when they're going to come true. It's a matter of like, just time and patience and divine godly intervention, like all that comes into play. But your job is just to be excellent at what you do and be consistent with it because it will pay off.
You better preach on this good day.
Yes, Jesus.
Are so focused on like, I didn't get it. I didn't get there. I didn't get there. You so focused on, how am I going to get there? You ain't even congratulate yourself on the stuff that you did already. Like be appreciative of the past. Like you can sit back and say, well, I haven't reached this goal. I haven't reached that goal. So what? Look at the goals that you did reach and keep going. So
Exactly.
You better preach today.
Thank you. We are saying it works. Just keep going. Keep going.
Yes, ma'am. So we are moving on to our fun part of our interviews, the segments. We have kiss or diss. So I'm going to name some celebrity crushes. You're deciding who you kissing, who you dissing. All right. Okay. We have Mario or Usher. Who you kissing, who you dissing?
You said Mario or Usher?
Mm-hmm.
I think Usher is sexier, but I was reading he got the herp, so I don't know if I want to kiss him. So I might have to just diss him. I read that. I don't know if it's true. You know what I'm saying? I just, I don't want to get any.
I mean,
So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna say I'll kiss Mario. I'll diss Usher.
Okay. Trey Songz or Michael Ealy? Who you kissing? Who you dissing?
Oh, I'm kissing Michael Ealy. Bye, Trey Songz. Bye. Them blue eyes, girls. You don't be getting lost in them on the big screen. I'll be like, oh my god.
Listen, and I was grateful in the V103 studios. I was able to meet him quite a few times, and I was like, yes, Lord. Last but not least, Forrest Whitaker or Jimmy Walker? Who you kissing? Who you dissing?
Girl, I'm dead on this one. I'm just gonna die. I'm gonna be like, this is my choices. Let me take my own life. If I have to pick, let's go Forrest Whitaker. He's very talented. I'll just have to focus on that.
First of all, why you had to say focus? You know what? Oh
snap! I didn't even mean to do that.
All right, so we are moving on. D.A.Q, that is dumbass questions or just random fun questions I want answers to. Would you rather would you rather uncontrollably bark at random moments or randomly pop lock like Omarion at the most inconvenient moments?
I'd rather pop lock because at least I can go hide behind everybody as I'm I can just imagine at a funeral, I'll be like, I gotta stay in the back, guys, all the way in the back, just in the event when everybody's crying and I'm just
and you got this ice box where your heart used to be in the funeral.
Girl, yeah. So I was like, oh, this is a terrible time to have this ice box in my chest. But but yeah, I think that's better than just barking because you can't really hide the sound. You got to go far for people to not hear you bark. I could just put a sheet up or put a jacket up. You just see this in my jacket.
Oh, good. What is the least sexiest name you've ever heard?
Oh gosh, I don't know. Oh, I heard somebody call their boo doo-doo butt. I was like, oh, that's doo-doo butt. Hi, doo-doo butt.
No.
Yes. Her man. I was like, you could pick another name. Doo-doo butt.
Well, I can't even lie. My god sister, her nickname is Booty. That's her nickname.
Her nickname Booty? Like everybody be like, hey, Booty.
Absolutely. They call her Booty. And I know, till this day, she grown as hell. She 40 years old. They still call her Booty.
Wait, does she have a big booty though? Because you can have a name like Booty and you ain't got no booty.
That was just. I mean, she got a regular average booty. That was just her nickname. So if you can, I'm gonna tell you who the least sexiest name I found. Polaris. I went to a school with a nigga named Polaris. I was like, I don't care what it stands for. It's a horrible name, but
that was his real name. Like the water, isn't that like a water company?
I think it's like a star, or I don't know. It means something. Whatever it means, it's still a name. So it's like your mom was tripping.
Yeah.
If you could body slam someone in your past with no consequences, who would it be?
Who would I body slam? Oh, my brother, because he used to so growing up, we used to play he would make me play WWF with him at the time. That's what it was called. And he is 3 years older than me. So we would have to we had this big rug and he would you go to your corner, I go to my corner, go. And he would literally clothesline me and just whatever. Cause he treated me like a little boy. And so he just had so much, and he's bigger than me. So he thought it was just so great, so fun to just do this to his little sister. So I'm coming for you, Chris.
I know that's right. I had to same here. I was raised as the only girl, and all I did was fight growing up because all I was surrounded with cousins. All my cousins was brothers, except my one little female cousin, and we got some more females later on down the line.
See,
so, they've been rough with us, and that's why most of my friends are guys, and they're always like, "Yeah, Michelle, you're an anomaly. I've never met a woman like you," and I'm just like, "Yeah, you just saying that because I don't get on your nerves, but we're a regular girl. I'm gonna get on your nerves in a relationship. I tell you that."
Right.
Name 3 things you would purchase to make a cashier feel uncomfortable.
I don't know. Maybe definitely tampons, I guess. I've had male cashiers. What else? Probably some yeast infection cream.
Okay.
I mean, I could. I mean, I wasn't ashamed, but I'm sure as a 18-year-old like boy cashier, you're like, what the hell is this?
Right.
I feel like that's it. What else?
You just need one more.
I don't know. What else have I bought that's awkward? I don't think I've bought anything. What else could be awkward?
Something that you
That's.
bought. It could be something that you just want them to feel uncomfortable.
I feel like I probably. I mean, see, the thing about me is I have like random conversations with people when I probably shouldn't. Oh, you know what it was? I remember there was a time when there was something going on the aisle next, or the cash register next to us, and the cashier that I had, it was like his first day at work. Like he was just like, "What is this?" And I remember coaching him like, "Are you okay?" Because he was just like I don't know what to do. I think they were like yelling, and so he was just like, like I don't know what to do. And I was like, "I'm down."
Yeah, the panic attack.
Okay? Like yes. Right. So and they had like trainee on here, so I was like, "It's okay." Like I think they're handling it. So you ain't got to worry about it. Like you're good. Now if something pop off and they start fighting, then like go over there. But other than that, like you're good. They're handling it.
Well, you didn't see him in the line of fire or something pop off?
Well, that's where you work. Yes, you in the line of fire. Okay.
I would say if something pop off, this is your last day. Go ahead and take your thing off because you don't want to get your ass whooped. Because I wish it would be my first day and they start fighting. I'm gonna run to the fight. Fuck you, no, I'm gone. This is my last goddamn move. Y'all gonna fight? I'm out of this bitch. No.
Right. But yeah, that's it.
We're moving on to what grinds my gloss. Name one of your pet peeves.
When people use the bathroom and they leave like one little piece, two little pieces of toilet on that little toilet paper roll, I hate that. Go ahead and change the toilet tissue. Like, just change it. You know what I'm saying? Or when they change it prematurely and they just leave like the little bit left, but you put it. What I'm gonna use this first and then change it. Such a pet peeve. I hate it every time I see it.
How the roll is, you know how some people are like, well, no, you have to roll it with the flap this way or that way. Does that bother you?
That doesn't bother me. Although I do know there is a correct way to do it, which is like if it's supposed to come over. Like that's like the patent. Like when it was created, that was the patent. They had it coming that way. So guys, that's really the right way you're supposed to do it. But I don't necessarily care. I just need to come off. Okay, when I need it. I need to be able to break when I pull it.
I'm telling you. All right, we are moving on to our next. Opera that thing out. So, choose any song that you know at least one full verse to and sing it in your best opera voice. It could be an R&B song, it could be a theme song, it could be a rap song, any song.
Okay, let's see. I'm just going to sing it. See if you know it. Sing along if you know it. I'm not trying to pressure you. Just can't stop thinking about you. You ain't even really gotta be my boyfriend. I just wanna know.
Come on with the runs.
I can't. Hold on. I can't even sing the song. I'm like, be my boyfriend. I just and maybe someday we can hook up, hang out, just chill.
Yes! That's how you do that thing. Come on now.
I hope y'all can tell that was Music Soul Child. Hopefully.
And last but not least, we're getting to my favorite game, and that is SingADoo. SingADoo is a family-friendly game that me and my homeboy DJ All-Star created over the quarantine. So when we had that downtime, we found something to do. So what you're doing, It's a musical game. It has different genres. We have hip hop, R&B, greatest hits, pop, Billboard hits, country, rock, SingADoo favorites, old school, TV themes, party and dance hits. So I'm singing the melody of a song, but I can only use the word do, and you have to guess as many song titles as you can within 60 seconds. So I'm gonna try to do my best, and then I'm gonna do a couple, and I'm gonna let you do a couple.
Okay, Lord. Whew.
I'm gonna stay in the R&B lane since that's what you know and that's what I know too. So,
Okay.
Are you ready?
Okay.
All right. Do 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 do.
We come across the more problems we see.
All right. Okay.
All
Next.
right.
Yes. It's my money will problems. Shoot. How do I do this one? Oh. Do 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 do.
James Brown, I feel good.
All right. Okay. All right. Shoot. Do 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 do. That's all I got for that one.
Wait, hold on. I know this. This is a newer song, right? It's a newer song.
It's not that new. It's like early 2000s.
Oh, okay. Wait, I don't know it then. I don't know.
That was Baby by Justin Bieber and Ludacris. But
That's
you got three, so you pulled up. Okay.
That was it right there.
All right, so I'm gonna put the card in the camera. You pick a song that you want to do, and once you got it, just let me know and I'll put it down.
Okay, let's see.
Right side.
Which one?
All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Upside down. It's upside down.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay, ready? I got it.
Okay. Oh, never gonna get it.
Yeah.
Never gonna. Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's it. Okay. All right. Let me see. Let me get it upside down. All right.
Let me see. Oh, can you lift it up a little higher? A little higher, a little lower, just a little bit, a little lower. Right there. Okay, let's see. Do. Oh, I got it. There you go. Do. Yes.
All right. Last one.
Okay, lift it up a little bit. Do. Okay, got it. There we go.
Okay. Stevie Wonder? 100% pure love, right?
Yeah, that's it. Yes.
Yes. Now that is
I
how
love
you
that. That was a fun game.
Yeah, gonna get you 100.
I'm gonna give me one. SingADoo. Yes, ma'am. I'm about to look it up right now. Get it.
Yes, ma'am. So if anybody definitely go to SingADoo.com and thank you, ma'am, Miss Meg Scoop. Please let everybody know how to follow you. And if you have any products or merchandise that they need to know about, let them know now.
Oh, it's coming. It's coming. It's in the works, actually. But you can reach me at Meg. All right, yes. So you can hit me up anywhere on the internet at Meg Scoop. Also, I have a mommy podcast called Mommy Needs a Break. You can catch that at MNAB Podcast, Mommy Needs a Break, MNAB Podcast, or MNABpodcast.com. So yes, hit me up.
And that has been another episode of Kandid Kisses TV. Make sure you check us out every Monday and Thursday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and every other Friday for the Girls Corner. See y'all next time.
Kandid Kisses TV is sponsored by SingADoo. Did you do it today? SingADoo. SingADoo. Can you do it? Can you do it? Can you do it? Can you do it like this? Can you do it real quick? Pew! Go get it! Go get it! Pick a card up. Pick your genre. Can you do it? class, but make it real fast, cause time is kinda tricky. Can you do it in 6 weeks? Let's go. Get your copy today at SingADoo.com. Kandid Kisses TV is brought to you by Kissable Lips Cosmetics. You can be kissed without kissable lips. Shop KissableLipsCosmetics.com today for all your beauty needs. Guess what? Kandid Kisses TV has merch. That's right. You can find it at artistperiod.com. We have everything you need. We have hoodies. We have coffee mugs. We even have throw pillows and beach towels for the summer. Get it right. Keep it tight. Listen, everything you need to get your drip right, artistperiod.com has it for you. That's artistperiod.com. Get your drip right with artistperiod.com and Kandid Kisses TV. Make sure you get it today.